hear me say, just a little bit stronger, just a little bit wider, push it a little less harder. I've got goals to reach. Just a little bit stronger, just a little bit wider, push it a little less harder. I've got goals to reach. Just a little bit stronger, just a little bit wider, push it a little less harder. I've got goals to reach. Just a little bit stronger, just a little bit wider, push it a little less harder. I've got goals to reach. I'm on my way. Don't care what you have to say. Don't care. I'm on my way. Don't care what you have to say. On my way. I'm on my way. Don't care what you have to say. On my way. I'm on my way. Don't care what.
There's another morning without you. There's another day will I get through it without breaking down. Haven't seen the sun since you've been gone. Like my heart, I lost it when you left me, and it can't be found. How can I go on? Baby, I've been living on memories of you and me. All the love we made, all those tender nights and those endless days are all here inside. Baby, can you stop the rain from falling? Won't you chase my clouds away? I'd give anything to see the sun again. Only you can stop these tears from falling. I can't face another day. Baby, can you stop? Can you stop? Can you stop the rain? Everywhere I go, I feel you there, following my footsteps like a shadow. Oh, my broken heart. Sometimes it's a pair of passing eyes, or it's just the way someone is talking, and there you are. Am I all alone? Don't you ever wake up and reach for me where I used to be? Is there any chance? I just can't believe you're not lonely too. Just for me and you. Baby, can you stop the rain from falling? Won't you chase my clouds away? I'd give anything to see the sun again. Only you can stop these tears from falling. I can't face another day. Baby, can you stop? Can you stop the rain? If you were here for only one night, baby, I know you remember. 'Cause loving you once was a time enough. I know we can make it together, together. Can you stop the rain? Won't you chase my clouds away? I'd give anything to
worst. Yeah, yeah. You're again, it's coming straight from my heart. I hope you believe me until they do us part. This love will never end, coming straight from my heart. I hope you believe me until they do us part. This love will never end. You captivated me the first time I saw you. Girl, what's your remedy? Don't hold down on me if the storm comes today. Yeah, hey, hey. Could never wash your love away. No, I'll be yours. You'll be my baby. I was lost until you saved me. In your arms, I found my safety. Yeah, yeah, coming straight from my heart. I hope you believe me until they do us part. This love will never end, coming straight from my heart. I hope you believe me until they do us part. This love will never end. All of my life I'm trying to find someone to call my own. Oh yeah, so glad I met you, my love of my lifeline. I'll never let you go. I'll be yours, you'll be my baby. I was lost until you saved me. In your arms, I found my safety. Yeah, yeah, straight from my heart. I hope you believe me. Take those words. Love will never end. Straight from my heart. Hope you believe me. Take those words. Yeah, yeah. Straight from my heart. You're again, believe me. Yeah, yeah. Love will never end. Coming straight from my heart. Hope you believe me. Take those words. This love will never end. No one can stop us now. We fly so sky.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a vibe for you tonight, alright? For those people who already logged on, if you haven't logged on yet, I'm on number one up, right? Boom.
Yeah, man, we're good, man.
We're good, not you.
Some levels.
Uno. Yeah, man, it's all about Reggae Global Radio. Tell your friends to tell their friends. This is the introductory. This is the breakground. This is the opening day. This is the, drop some more words, my run out. This is the
Official.
launch.
Kick it off.
Kick it off. One more, we shot one word. One, come on, run.
Guns up.
The guns out.
Yeah.
Guns out.
Yeah.
Guns out.
Hey.
Welcome to Reggae Global Radio. This is where good radio lives. This is where good music lives. Welcome aboard.
I'm stealing that. I like that.
Hey. Yeah.
And here's the deal. For all the people who are here, there's a chat room underneath the thing, I think. Tonight, somebody's going to win one of these. All right? It's lovely mask. Them, you see the mask, you can double and triple and quadruple, all kind of things, you know. It's red, green, and gold. So first of all, agents, you don't know the things set up already. So you're right, you're in tune with the culture right here. Not only are you in tune with the culture, but it's fly. So if you're a single woman, man, them are going to flock you for that thing. Yeah? If you're a single man, girl, them are going to rush you for them. Trust me, it'll work. So,
Really?
yeah. Thing turn up
So
loud.
what about if you're not
No,
single?
wait, hold on.
I'm going to rush you anyway, but
How does it really work?
did you never read the instructions?
No, I've never read the instructions.
Reading is fundamental.
Yeah, Monday to Wednesday.
You done complicated the thing. Listen, so the instructions is on the bag. See there? Instructions are on the bag right here. Boom. There's many ways to rock this thing here. Any one of these ways are fly. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 ways to rock this. If you find a 13th way, it ain't gonna be fly. So just roll with these 12 right here. Alright?
There's a Monday to it.
Again, that's for burglary. So here's the thing. You have the headband version right here. Sweat. Boom. Alright? You have the beanie. Cool factor for your head. You have the, what is it? Balaclava. That's on off. You have the scarf, which is really fine. The mask, that is for breaking and entering. Then you have the patch right here that look like that one that look sexual. I don't know, but then you have the helmet liner. This is for the people out there in the construction. This is when you're robbing at 7-Eleven, but that's a total different something. You have the wristband right here. You have the foulard right here. So, yeah, that's a good one. Then there's the hair tie for the ladies with the ponytail.
So wait. Man have hair too, you know.
But them not have a ponytail.
What can I tell them?
Right, someone don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna try to involve me, you know. I'm gonna try. Well, I'm gonna. I understand.
Right to the camera.
Oh, my bad.
I'm gonna merengue cure.
I'm gonna talk with a list, but I'm gonna talk to the man thing there.
Alright, so you're true.
See. But ladies and gentlemen, it's Reggae Global. Here's the deal. Well, this is my opinion. I think it's the place where a lot are the best. You know what I mean? You get a lot sometimes, or you get the best. If you listen to radio stations in general, no. Some radio stations got the best people. You can't front, right?
True.
Mainstream and not. So some of your major radio stations got the best people on there, right?
Yeah.
And then some radio stations got the most people on there.
Yeah.
So that's
But it's not normally a lot of the best people on there.
Gotcha.
Right? So when you think about the names and it's not even about the names, but just the body of work and what people have done over the years in the market space and in the radio space, I think it's a great place to log on to on a daily basis because it doesn't matter what time of day, what time of night, you're getting something special from some place in the world. If you decide to say, you know, I hear nothing in English, at some point in time, you hear some Japanese. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. What's your view? What's your opinion? What do you think?
Well, right now what Reggae Global Radio is doing is living up to all three parts of the name. We're bringing you primarily reggae. And this thing is global. And we do radio in the realest form of the word. Because radio is not just about playing music and shouting and you don't know and all of that. Radio is about presentation. And we have some of the best presenters in the business right here on Reggae Global Radio.
That is true.
And as a presenter that's not a DJ, I'm gonna give some shout outs and some big ups to some wicked DJ up on the station. People
Yes.
call me all the time and say, yo, I even got drops of people that yo, what about this DJ? I'm not a DJ. Alright? If you want to hear me mix, you don't want to hear me mix. You understand me? So I'm not a DJ, so I gotta give respect and big ups to the DJs. The people that DJ in front of the name. Like DJ Kevin Stew.
Choo.
Choo, you know what I mean? Very much, I apologize. But the thing is, and the other DJs who do DJing well. But at the end of the day, what I've realized, I listen to radio. Some people say they don't. I do. I listen to a lot of podcasts, but what people misconstrue is a lot of times listening to radio on a podcast.
Yeah,
You
true
know what I mean?
indeed, true indeed.
And I listen for content. Why? Because I have Spotify, I have Apple Music, and I have Tidal. Don't ask me why I'm able to share them, right? But I have that so that I have as much music as possible. So when I dial into something to keep my attention, it's about content, conversation, learning something. Here DJ Kevin Stewart talk about finances and everything that I talk to two people who can't find a baby father. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Jerry Springer vibes. So those kind of things, or I'm listening to Marlon Burrell to get some information, some knowledge on the music and stuff like that.
Edutainment.
Some edutainment. That's content.
Yeah.
And that's what I look for when I look on radio. What do you think about radio?
Radio has changed for me over time. And there was a time when, for me, I turn on the radio, I just want to hear music.
Right.
And I want to say big up to people like Monty Perkins.
Big up Monty.
Rest in peace.
Yes. That really changed how I view the radio.
Right.
Because
View radio.
So that's why he's
right now, people on Reggae Global Radio doing what? Watching us. Okay.
That's
So
why
it changed
he's the
how
guy.
I view radio.
That's why he's the guy. That's why he's the guy.
I don't know. This guy. Listen. That's why you're in management, you know.
That's why he's the guy.
Yeah.
That's why he's the guy.
You hire the people to do the putting together of the things.
That's why he's the guy.
Wait, who's the guy? Which guy?
That's the guy.
I'm a guy, you're a guy, you're a guy.
This guy.
But I feel when it comes to that whole
Yeah.
I know I asked you before. in an interview, who was the person that made you wanna? And your format also different because the crazy thing about it, you're a DJ, but I don't get DJ Kevin Stu on the radio. Do you realize that?
The last hour is
I
musical
do.
therapy.
Yeah, but when I say DJ, because why I say that is this: DJ Kevin Stu, DJ Kevin Stu did an event for me one time, right? And people whisper, I feel like Mike. But anyway,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Send y'all go WhatsApp and look what no. But I've seen you do an event, and that captured to be DJ Kevin Stu. You know what I mean? And I get me wrong, I see you do your thing, but and I was pleasant. Not that I don't know that the man's a DJ and plays a lot, but that was the first time I ever caught DJ Kevin Stu in action as a DJ. Because on the radio, I know he does his thing, but I get broadcast at Kevin Stu when I listen to him on the radio. So it just amazes me how.
And you know, there are people who do both well. If you remember Barry G with Wadat versus the JBC Barry G.
True.
You know, I grew up in New York where we had people like Chris the Dubmaster and DJ Roy who does the club thing. And then there's Ira Jam Radio on the weekends or you know, in evening time during the week. There's Captain Colin Hines out of Fame FM in Jamaica.
Big Colin Hines.
You know, Kurt Riley and people like that who do the club scene, but they do the radio thing as well. So there are some people who have that balance who can fit in either space very well. And then there are those who do radio, but they're not doing radio. They're on the radio,
Right.
but they're not doing radio.
So I'm in the car, but we can't drive.
Yeah. So they're doing what they would do in a club on the radio.
Yeah.
And there is a place for that, like on a Friday night or Saturday night, party vibes.
Sorry, I take care of keep every night.
Yeah. So you know, there's a place for that. But then, you know, radio to me, you know, I'm a 70s baby. Grew up in the 80s into the 90s. Radio is where you get music, you get information, you get news. You get entertainment, your serials and your dramas, and a little bit of this, a little bit of that balance.
Yeah. I love that. And looking at some of the programs that are on the way on Reggae Global Radio, you pretty much get that. You get balance. And as in content, quality content.
Right.
You know, some of the DJs I know present a little bit of information between doing the DJ thing.
Right.
And then you have people like me that do a little bit of the DJ thing after the information.
Right. Feel you.
So, you know, you have a little push and a little pull. I want to say big ups to DP Melissa, who is locked in right now. Big up to the next boss.
AKA the Tiny Lawyer.
Yes.
Boom.
Yeah.
Who, with her and her crew, now you get the business side
Right.
of reggae music.
Right.
Or music on a whole.
Right.
And that is often, if not forgotten, left out of the journey.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's really good that you get that side of it coming into play also.
Right. True that.
Yeah, I mean, again, you know, the word balance might be a bit overused here, but it's relevant because you need to balance out everything. We need to have the music sorted out. We need to have the presentation sorted out. We need to have the business aspect sorted out.
Yeah.
So everything is relevant. Everything has its place, and that's where we are, just trying to bring it to the people.
That's cool.
And we're not limiting it
Right.
to a certain geographical location.
It's a global.
Unless you're talking about the world.
Right. But you know, it's amazing you said that, you know, because, you know, as we talk about music, as we talk about content in general, what I noticed, because as I got the feed just, I love living in real time with the masses.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of certain things, not reading the office memo, but I'll read the information in the press because I like getting it in real time like everybody else.
Yeah. Right.
So most of the announcement as far as who the broadcasters are, the personalities, the DJs are, I ain't get them from behind the scenes. I didn't read the memo. I got them in the regular press like everybody else.
Right.
So that's kind of how I see who's who and who's coming on. And the one thing I will say is this. Again, when you look at most radio entities, even and not just radio, music, this music business in general, you find one song, right? What does your label ask you to do? Give me 10 more of them songs.
Yeah.
If you find one great personality or DJ, what the radio station say, can we get 10 more of them guys?
Yeah.
Right? The thing I'll say about Reggae Global and what's going on right now is that I don't think there's two of the same anything, anytime, anywhere. Even if you have multiple DJs, multiple personalities. I've listened to your show, right? I've listened to other folks' show, MV Ghana, right? Everything is different. And there's a niche for everything. So if I'm on a long road trip and my dial got broken and it just stuck on Reggae Global, I wouldn't get bored, I wouldn't get saturated with the same thing because it's always evolving, it's changing, it's going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's something that I really, really dig.
And everybody bring a different vibe, you know, because you and I can play virtually the same set of tunes.
Right.
But our presentation is very different. Our perspective is very different. Our point of view is very different. And the way we bring it across is very different. So even if we have relatively, give or take,
Right.
the same music, the presentation is what sets
Unique.
everyone apart.
Yeah. Everybody's got their own idiosyncrasies. Everybody's thing is unique. And everybody have a vibe. And the good thing is, I'm a fan of most of I'm a fan of the people I know that are on the radio right now. There are many people who I haven't heard because it's an international thing. It's a global thing. So there are a couple of DJs, and not a couple, but more than a couple that I've never heard. But for the ones that I've heard of, I'm really a fan of what they all do. So I'm excited not just to be a part of the program, not to be on the platform, but to be a part of the listening community.
Yes, indeed. And speaking of the listening community right now, we want to big up some of those who are logged on and tuned in to ReggaeGlobalRadio.com. Right now, got to big up PG, got to big up Hope, Mish, Snoopy. Everyone, welcome aboard and thanks for being a part of the official launch of Reggae Global Radio. It is happening right now. So right now, let us raise our glass and toast. Here's to Reggae Global Radio. Cheers.
Cheers.
Benches.
Oh, okay, we can work with that.
Benches, right. Sure.
I'm my
It's the
girl,
reggae part of
I'm my girl, a long time me there you come on, yeah. And I'm my girl, I'm my girl, so don't push yourself in on me corner. Cause I'm my girl, I'm my girl, you just come on and me the on, yeah. I mean I lock down this, so don't put your foot in on me corner. Cause I'm my girl, I'm my girl, a long time me there you come on, yeah. And I'm my girl, so don't push yourself in on me corner. Cause I'm my girl, you just come on and me the on, yeah. I mean I lock down this, so don't put your foot in on me corner. Cause I'm my girl, a long time me there you come on, yeah. And I'm my girl.
Thank you all for being a part of this, the official launch of Reggae Global Radio. And we'll be seeing you with some great radio content right here. Lock it in, ReggaeGlobalRadio.com.
So wait, is it the official launch or the unofficial launch?
The official launch
Okay.
of ReggaeGlobalRadio.com.
You heard it from the boss.
So hold on, but before we go, sneak peek for the masses, because those who aren't watching aren't going to get everything. When are you on?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 10 to midnight.
When are you on?
I am on Monday and Wednesday, 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time.
When are you on?
Thursday, Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's it. Don't miss it.
Reggae Global Radio. Peace.
Smokey the beer from my neighbor. Welcome to Jamaica. Where else would I take ya? The island full of a flavor. Man,